Mindset is probably a buzzword you've heard before, but do you actually have any idea about how to go about building one? On his podcast, neuroscientist Andrew Huberman argued that it actually has a lot to do with the way that you praise yourself and your abilities. He discussed research performed by a well-known American psychologist named Carol Dweck. After a study that she did, found that praising children for their intelligence could actually undermine their performance in future activities. No one's surprised, these findings also extend to adults. The study was so interesting. It found that when kids were praised for characteristics, things like, you are so intelligent or you're so smart, they were actually more likely to choose future tasks that were less challenging because they thought they were more likely to be able to succeed and confirm that identity of being so intelligent. On the other hand, kids that were praised for their effort by saying things like, you're so hardworking, you really persevered through that challenge, those kids were more likely to choose more challenging tasks in the future, again, to reaffirm that identity that they were hardworking. Growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and your aspirations are not fixed. They are things that can improve over time with effort. You praise yourself, or when you talk about your own areas of improvement, whether or not you're reflecting, you're journaling, you're talking to your manager, you're talking to your friends, your peers, you need to praise yourself with verbs. Instead of saying, I'm very organized, say, I regularly make a habit to maintain organizational structures that allow me to access my work and find it very quickly. Instead of saying, I'm not very good at Excel, say, I haven't invested enough time or effort into learning Excel logic and getting comfortable with the tool. By doing this, we are subconsciously reaffirming with our identity with the input rather than the output. And if you instead start categorizing your identity in terms of verbs, there is only ever room for improvement.